Hello, folks, and welcome to episode 17 of the Boar Reborn. We're Wilderspace Gaming, and this is my turn at the minute to run the game, and it is Legend of the Five Rings 4th edition. We've been going a while. These are well-established characters from a game that we were running during COVID times. So they're nearly all rank 4, I believe, which is nearly at the pinnacle of their school techniques.
Who's not rank
So
4?
what will happen?
Me.
No.
Yes.
Oh, the kid. The kid
No.
isn't rank 4 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
the
prodigy.
one who's the prodigy, who's also
Me,
the
I'm not
nerd.
either.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't.
Ben potentially could be if he actually remembered to spend any experience points.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say he's probably got the experience for it, but
He
Yeah,
needs to
and-
read the
and-
rules
and-
then, though, wouldn't he? Come on.
Well, yeah.
Stop swearing
Don't
at Ben.
worry. Yeah. When it's Ben's turn, we're all going to be saying, "What are the rules?" Because there are no rules in any of Ben's games. Because he can't be.
No, there
bothered
were
learning.
rules. I just expect you to know them. That's all it is. They're all player rules.
That's
We'll
fair.
make
That's
them up.
fair.
Excellent.
Yeah, we can make him up, and he'll never know. So,
Tom
we're
did
gonna
anyway.
start-
He's a blag. I'll lay that card and that card. Oh, I forgot that card, and I'll have this one and that one.
No,
Bamboozle
I
the
just managed
GM.
to build the deck. I
Yeah.
managed to build the character properly.
To be fair, the easiest GM to bamboozle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to think of it as being a fan of the PCs.
So we're going to start introductions with the famous Mr. Ben, the person who doesn't know any rules but runs an amazing game. So, Mr. Ben, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Ben, apparently, and I'm playing Heichi, who is a tattooed order monk.
Lovely. Mr. Ken.
Hi, I'm playing Takahashi, one of the superior Shugenja. Can't even say it. Obviously not that superior.
Mr. Kyle.
Hello, I'm Kyle. I play Heichi Ryutao. I am the clan's main archer.
And also nerd, as we
Apparently
discovered
nerd.
earlier today. Yeah. Mr. Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy. I play Takahiro, who is the leader of this group, self-proclaimed, but the leader of this group. Former member of the Crane clan, therefore he is in charge. He knows best. He's also the best swordsman. He has been
Deluded.
likened to being a peacock at points in the way he struts around with his battle banner on the back of his armor. All of it is true.
He's also very humble and unassuming, as you can tell. Miss B.
Hi, I'm B. I play Heichi Xiaofan, one of the other superior Shugenja. Yeah.
And finally, Mr. Ian.
Hi, I'm Ian. I play Heichi Akihiro, who is happy to let Takahiro think he's the best swordsman in the party. Clearly not. Formerly the Dragon Clan, fights with 2 swords. It's a little bit standoffish.
Fair enough. And so the group of you are currently on the way to see the Fox Clan and Ryutaru's. How would you describe your relationship, actually, Ryutaru?
Bit of fluff.
What?
How would you describe your relationship
No, I heard you. It's what Ian said.
So
with
his bit of
the
fluff.
daughter? Oh, bit of fluff.
I thought you said a bit flushed. I wasn't
I
going
heard
there.
a bit of fluff.
Suppose a blossoming relationship. be the best way to put it, or potential blossoming relationship.
Okay, then. Nice and simple.
Is this relationship of benefit to the
Um,
clan?
That's what Takahashi cares about.
Look,
Takahiro.
shut up. You want to go to a wedding and wear your best stuff. This is the quickest way to happen.
Okay, that's fine. You've sold me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I will have to
Um,
give you some
you're
advice
currently
and education on the proper courtly etiquette for weddings, though.
You're
Up
currently
and
on
learn
the
your
edge of the
calligraphy.
Shinomen Forest.
I have learnt my calligraphy.
Yeah, he's actually finally put a point into it. You're currently on the edge of the Shinomen Forest, a place which most reasonable people within the Empire try to avoid going through, considering its reputation for spirits, tricksters, moving woods, people getting lost and never coming out, people getting lost and finding out that they haven't aged a day, but they've been missing for several years. But this is nothing new to you. You've traversed it once before. The Great Spirit seems to have a soft spot for Ryutaro for some reason. So you're feeling
You feel
quite
sorry for me.
confident. You said it, not me. You're feeling quite confident that you can traverse the Shinomen, um, as you've done this before. You have found a place that you recognise. This is not the place where you crossed from east to west, but this is the place where Ryutaro has gone through a couple of times to see the Fox Clan. He's marked it by tying a prayer rope around one of the trees. Mara, I think it is. I think they're called. And it is a fairly pleasant day at this moment in time. Ryutaru, seeing as this is your ideal terrain, etc., could you give me a navigation roll, please, which I believe is a emphasis on hunting? If not, you can just give me a hunting roll.
I'll give you a hunting roll because I've got tracking, not navigation.
Yeah, tracking then. Tracking's good.
Oh. $26. I was also going to say I'm going to
26.
stop and pray and leave an offering of something I've hunted just outside the forest.
Absolutely fine. The travel that you find yourself today, you seem to be fairly lucky in that your path is relatively easy for now, and you seem to be going in the right direction. The birds are singing. You can hear little creatures scuttling about, rustling like deadfall, etc. And after a few hours travel through quite a peaceful, pleasant journey, you start hearing less and less movement in the forest, apart from yourselves. Can you give me a tracking roll, please?
Certainly can. 35.
35. You realize that you're not on the regular path that you have taken before. You've only taken it once or twice before, but still, there's a few markers which you haven't seen. You also notice that, as I say, the sounds of the forest have quieted down, and you get a prickling on the back of your neck. This is for everybody notices that it's quieted down, but Ryutaro, you get this this prickling.
Yeah. I'll sort of stop and try and regain my bearings, have a look round, see if there's anything noticeable why it's so quiet, if there's a predator nearby, or
Sure. You know what? Give me a void roll
God,
as
I
you're
think I'm
trying to
asking the wrong
tune into
person
your
here.
surroundings.
4.
There's something. There is something, but you're not sure what's happening. You're not sure what's going on.
I'll mention to the
Let's
group
say
that
you're in the
something seems
lead
to
to
be
this.
off.
You've got. Sorry, say again.
So I'll stop and say something appears to be off in the area, but I can't pick up on what.
You think that we're about to be ambushed? That sort of thing?
I'm not sure. Have you noticed how
And
quiet the birds have been?
sorry.
Go on, Ben.
Can I activate my life detection tattoo thing? See if they can pick up anything.
You avoid. Yes, you avoid tattoo. That's got a range of like 40 feet, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. So to the left and right of you, and behind you, you can feel the regular amount of like forest life that you would expect. There's trees, little birds, beetles, small like mice type things. But as it starts coming around you towards the front of you, the the feeling of life sorts of drops off. It's not that it's a dead area, because everything is still alive, but it's as if they're avoiding. All these creatures are avoiding stuff.
Okay. Forest creatures avoid our path. We must be careful.
Perhaps you're right, Ryutaro. Maybe there is a predator or something in the woods. Potentially
walk.
spiritual.
Well, I hope not.
You're quite in touch with the spirits, and it would make sense if you are the first to notice it. If you want, we could see if there are local spirits we could reach out. If you wish, we can commune.
Possibly talk to Kami, see what they say is around here that's not happy.
I think this is probably like more of a earth spirit sort of thing because we're in the woods. So I think Xiaofan looks more towards Takahashi. You're muted, mate.
He's mumbling to himself, not really aware of what's going on. You can see he's not paying attention.
Takahashi,
Huh?
would you be able to commune with the? Are you in tune enough to be able to cast commune and see if there is any local spirits that are in
So
need of help?
he's been pretty much okay the past few days. Just occasionally he'll kind of go off into a staring into the distance or muttering to himself, or even possibly talking to somebody, or
Yeah.
he's imagining talking to somebody. But other than that, he's been pretty much okay. But he just has these kind of vacant periods. Tom, that takes up a spell slot, doesn't it? Commune still.
Just reading Ken, just reading the commune thing. It says here you can it says the GM may require the caster to call 1 or 2 raises to wake up a local spirit enough to answer questions, but I just thought I'd make you aware in case you wanted to put raises into it.
Yeah, I'm just reading it myself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Caster may raise to get more questions, 1 per raise.
Tom, just while they're working that out, at this mention of possible threats or something, Takehiro's going to glance around, see if he can spot anything untoward in the direction that they seem to be worrying about.
Okay.
Is that a search roll? Is it or?
You can give us like an investigation notice roll,
I've got
or
investigation
you can give
skill.
us yeah, you can give us that one, or like you can give us the straight awareness if you wanted.
I don't think. Is there an awareness skill?
Awareness
It's
is
a
a
stat.
stat.
Ah, sorry. No, I'll
Yeah.
do the investigation.
Okay.
32.
Okay. You notice that that ahead of you is quieter. This path leads into something. But you do notice that there's tracks on the floor just off to the side, and it stops and then turns around and just hops back. There's no increase in the speed of the like the frequency of the paw prints. It just stops, turns around, and comes back.
Do I need to put in raises for waking up the Kami in this area? It says to wake up a spirit. If all of the local spirits are quiescent, the GM might
They're not.
require you.
So where you are, you don't need to put a raise in for it.
Okay, it also says a caster may also raise for clarity to get more accurate
Yes.
raise. So I'm going to put 2 raises in for clarity.
Okay.
I'll give Takahashi the earth stone that I have, which is a free raise.
Okay.
So, okay, I'll put in 3 raises in for clarity, and just leave it at 2 questions. I don't think probably that'll be very thingy, aren't they? You like fucking us around.
Me?
Me? I'll keep 2 I'll keep the 2 raises for clarity, and I put the 3 raise in for an extra question. So that's 3 questions. Rank 1,
Okay.
2 raises is an extra 10, so it's target number 20, isn't it?
Yep.
I click the button. Yeah.
Yeah, easily.
No problem. Okay, first off, I'm going to the talking to the kami that's kind of I've homed in on, who I presume is the Earth Kami for they're Kami for the area, aren't they?
You get you actually get one of the smaller kami of Earth. It's not a tree. It is actually of like a
right.
It is an Earth kami. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just ask it. Like, what's going on ahead here? Why is it just feels wrong, the area up ahead. What's happening?
It is the Silent Grove.
Can you say that again?
Don't
Something I
get me-
couldn't hear.
The Silent Grove. The Silent Grove is been forgotten for a long time. Apart from the Grove's kami.
I'll turn back to the group, or I just kind of just turn my head back to the group, specifically looking at Ryutao, and say, do you know of a Silent Grove?
No.
The Kami tells me it's a forgotten area known to the Silent Guardians, Silent Ones. Have you heard of this?
Would that be a lost
Give
spirit
me
realm? Or
yeah, you can give us a Spirit Realm one. You can give us Spirit Realms.
26.
26. You haven't heard of a spirit realm that has been linked to the Silent Grove.
Okay.
From what Takahashi said, is that the Kami of the Grove. There's something wrong with the Kami of the Grove. That's what you'd be able to work out.
Okay. The Kami will be. Well, they've been neglected, would be angry or upset, possibly.
I'm gonna maybe I can. I am still connected to this Earth Kami. What would you? Oh, yeah, I've got two more questions.
Yeah.
What would you like me to ask?
Maybe ask if there's a way we can. Do we disturb it or do we leave it? Do they want to be unforgotten? They want to be remembered again? Or do they want to be left in peace?
Okay. I'll turn my head back to this Kami and just kind of look it up and down and smile, kind of feel really in touch with it and with the earth let the earth essence flow through us. Does these silent Kami Grove, the Kami of the Grove, are they? There'd be two questions, wouldn't it? How do I try to get this into one question? How would do you know how they would feel about our presence in the grove?
It has been many frosts since the last person entered the grove and left again. Kozakura no Morihime is unknown to me.
I'll turn quickly to Ryutao and say that word. Can you repeat it for me, or can I, or do I have to remember it?
That's all right, I'll put it in the chat for you because you'd know it. Okay.
Thank you, Tom. You're so kind.
Only in some things.
I'm going to
means-
say. Does that mean anything to me? First
Yep.
of all, oh, it does.
Yeah, yeah. So, because you'll translate it straight away automatically. Yeah. So it is a name. It is basically it means this. It's so Sakura comes from. It's a slightly different spelling. But it comes from cherry blossom.
Is the Kami telling me that that's who lives in the Silent Grove and who hasn't?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the name of the Kami that is
That's
in
the
the
name
grove.
of the Kami of the Silent Grove. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So most Kamis don't have names as such.
No,
They
no.
have like a title like this.
Yeah.
So for a Kami to have a title means that they have a strength and a purpose.
Yeah. Most Kamis just don't even have names or anything. They're just spirits. They're just generic spirits, aren't they? So I realised the fact that this one's got a name. I'll mention that. I'll say the name back to the group specifically again to Ryutao to see if the name means anything to him.
And you can make me another Spirit Realms roll if you like, Mr. Kyle.
I certainly would like to try.
I'll also
this
look at
time.
Xiaofan to see if she kind of. I'll shrug my shoulders at her.
Again, you can make me a Spirit Realms.
I've only
Okay.
got theology in law.
No.
Unless I
wouldn't
can
really
make an untrained
You can make an untrained
law.
one.
Or
Yeah,
would
you
it
can
be
make an
just
untrained
more
law.
prudent just to say I don't know?
Up to you.
I'll make an untrained one just in case it's something obscure that I've heard of.
Sure.
Yeah. There you go.
23, no.
No.
You don't recognise it. Ryutaru,
Yep.
you recognise that that she is a protective Kami of an area, but you can't remember much else apart from that. She was held in some regard, but when the Shinomen wasn't as welcoming, it got harder for people to come and visit her. I mean, this is only about 3-4 hours into the edge of the Shinomen. You've only been walking for about 3 or 4 hours, so it's not a hard journey to make if the Shinomen's being friendly.
Yeah.
I'll look at Ryutao and then I'll look at Xiaofan and ask. I have one question left.
Maybe ask how she was honoured before.
Yeah,
And
that's a good one.
perhaps that is a way that we can honour her again and bring her back into the minds of people. Perhaps we could make a promise that our clan will come once a year to make sure that we visit this area.
I'll ask the Kami that last cool question. How would Kozakura no Morihame be honoured traditionally?
She is tree, I am stone. She is different. People would bring gifts. I would ask that you raise a small pile of stone near the path for me.
Raise a small tile of stone. Is that what it said?
Yeah. You would know it'd be like a little thank you type thing. So like a little pile of like 3 or 4 stones balanced on top of each
Like
other
those
type thing.
ones in the those
In the
little kind
deserts.
of signs
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
Shikaki
when you just yeah.
a bit like that.
No, not like this. Not
Not as refined.
not as elaborate. This is
No,
like just you just
but
need
that
to
kind of thing.
balance
Yeah,
a few stones. Yeah.
a few stones on top of each other, but it's the same
Yeah.
symbols of idea.
Hmm.
To try and just not as
Yeah.
refined. I'll say that I'll thank the Kami, wish it well, and before I speak to the group, I'll kneel down and I'll say some prayers and make just pile a few stones on top of each other,
Yep.
and then I'll get up slowly. Oh, some crane me up, which the fat fucker, and turn to Xiaofan, yeah, and say you were right. We should offerings, gifts, tree spirit, so flowers, plants.
I imagine anything that would help a tree grow and
Mm.
be nourished.
I mean,
Shit.
you can do things like
Right.
rice,
Oh,
sake, that sort of thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Manure, nitrogen.
Yeah.
I think as well, the Silent Grove, the name the Silent Grove, perhaps again, not like air spirits. They don't like earth spirits. Not so much liking noise like bells and things. So maybe instead we can make some decorations and such, something small just to place and mark the area. And when we pass back through, we should do the same thing every time we pass through the Shinomen Forest. It may even help us pass each time if we are to become good allies with the Fox Clan as well. This may be a good spirit to make friends with and keep our path clear.
Always up for making friends with different spirits.
Yes, and they are clearly very attuned to you, Ryutaro. You are the first of us that noticed.
More years of wariness.
I think it's more than that. Why don't you see if you can find this tree? I imagine it'll be a physical tree. Just use your hunter's senses, but also she touches the middle of your forehead. This sense.
I shall point out that you said there's sort of tracks of an animal. It says you use the word hopping, so it's like hopping in and then stopping and turning around, hopping back. So I'll point that out to Ryutaro. I'm not sure if he's already seen it, but just in case he hasn't, I should point it out.
Yeah. So the part
Oh, we got a Tom break.
Oh no.
Tom, you went funny there. You
Sorry.
went robotic. You're back now, though, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Sorry. There is a clear path that leads forwards. So are you going to travel onto it or avoid it?
I think we should travel on.
Yeah, I'm not going to hide from a spirit. I'll openly go into it. It'll feel more disrespectful trying to hide from it than it would walking in with the intention to give it respect.
As you travel forwards, the silence grows stronger. The song of birds fades off. Even the buzzing of insects starts to quiet, and you find that there are some small paving stones that lead you to this. Can everyone see that?
Nope.
We're still on the map.
Didn't do show to players. Okay, hang on. All players. Save changes.
Oh,
I don't know.
nice.
Pretty.
So at the heart of this, there is the actual grove itself is it's got some like stone carved effigies and things, but at the heart there is the this stone lantern, and there is like a very faint blue glow coming from the middle of the lantern on top of the plinth. I'm going to just move everybody here.
Just to be clear, is the path as clear as it looks there?
No, it's a little bit overgrown. There's some moss and stuff on there.
And are there like fallen leaves on it? It's like it's not been swept or weeded at all for a while.
Yeah, so I've just moved you to the new thing, so you can actually see what you can see. So in the bottom, you're coming in from the bottom. To the right, as you enter into the grove, you can see there is like a small We know the pools, a pool that goes into another pool, and then sort of recycles itself. Down
Yep.
here. Obviously, you've got the lantern just in the middle there, and you see there is just a. You can make out that there is this sort of giant vase as well, a carved stone vase, just to the top left, and you can see that where the actual like it's kind of like a retaining wall has been overgrown. There is the air is heavy with like a spiritual energy, and everybody feels this now. And occasionally you get very faint whispers seem to drift on the wind.
Can I make an etiquette roll? I know it sounds weird,
Sure.
but like literally how to proceed in this area. My assumption is to not speak and be reverent and things like that. But what else would be appropriate?
So generally you would
Do you want me to
when you're
roll?
approaching like a shrine like this, you can give us like a theology roll if you like, but
Yeah.
but it's got to be a very low target number, like so yeah, easily. So when approaching a shrine like this, you would generally bow twice, clap twice, bow once more, and then keep your posture respectful and your movements graceful.
Okay. I'll do that. Sort of step forward, remaining quiet, and then just do this very simple ritual.
So usually when you clap twice, it's to bring the attention of the kami to you. Yeah. To say that I am here, as it were.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll keep with the ritual of it. So maybe not be super loud with it. But yeah, I'll do that and see if there's any change in the atmosphere.
You feel the energy, the spiritual energy, like the pressure has gained a little bit. It's gotten a little bit heavier. As you go around, you'll see that there are like discarded and turned over. Like there's a bowl. There's like a spilled pot of what was sand with joss sticks. It's not very well kept. This place.
I think
Looks like it's been neglected.
I think I just look meaningfully at the group, just sort of like gain that eye contact, and then I'll turn and then just start. I choose an area and just start clearing away some bits, turning the pots the right way up and things like that.
Oh,
I'll
Okay.
try it with Xiaofan and start tidying up.
I'll do the clap thing as well, and first, and then go do a bit of tidy
When
work.
you approach, when you approach closer to the lantern in the middle, this ethereal glow like flickers slightly. Anybody can give me a investigation notice roll or a theology roll or a void sensitivity, so like a meditation or a void roll, straight pure void roll.
So investigation So what is it? Let's go. Let's go law theology. I think.
Okay.
That makes the most sense.
I am not very spiritually aware today. Apparently.
No.
I am.
Okay. Okay, so let's start with the top. Ryutao. Actually, no. Yeah, Ryutao. You know that there is a kami. This is a shrine to a kami.
Yeah.
And you can feel this heavy weight, but you can't feel much more than that. Takahiro, as you are looking around, you notice that even though there's like knocked over pots, it's parts of it are overgrown as the forest is encroaching. The actual lantern itself is kept fairly clean. It's weathered, but it's clean. But what you notice that the ethereal light is sort of pushing against something that's causing the flickering. Yeah. Takahashi. There is.
It'd be Akihiro next.
Sorry, Akihiro next, is it? Takahiro. I've got that. No, I've got Takahashi, then Xiaofan, then Akihiro. Okay, so.
Oh, I see. You're going in order by who rolled, not by lowest to
Yes,
highest.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Takahashi, there is a. Actually, this makes sense for you. There is a sense of some sort of corruption here. So, you see on a couple of plants a little bit of wilting. Now, this isn't the taint. You know this isn't the taint. It feels completely different. You don't get that sort of oily feeling, but there is some sort of corruption here. Okay.
Yeah.
Xiaofan. You know, without a shadow of doubt, that the lantern is usually used as part of an actual shrine, or is the shrine itself. It is a type of a spiritual offering, and it's commonly placed in areas inhabited by like forest kami or growing kami. The shrine itself, as I say, apart from the weathering, looks clean, but you get a sense of abandonment from the area itself. Okay. Akihiro, you get that's the similar sort of thing. But the sense of abandonment that Xiaofan feels like it's been abandoned for centuries. Not just the last generation or two. This has actually been a long time abandonment. So, as you're spending some time here, you actually get everybody will hear like this every now and again, like a whisper come in. and you get this. So a couple of people are pottering around, like tidying up slightly. So that was Xiaofan and Takahashi. What's the rest of you doing?
I'll be tidying up as well, helping out.
You're tidying up.
I'll probably put an offering of
okay.
some of my rations or and some of my sake, which is going to hurt considering my obsession with sake.
Yep.
I will have paid my respects with the clapping and so on, but I was actually going to go and look at this urn thing in the top left corner and see if it had any markings on it or anything.
Yes, there is. There is it's weathered and it's a little bit like worn off. But you can see that this was at some point it had water flowing from the top, because you can see how the lichen has actually grown in where the rivulets of water would have been. Give me a quick investigation roll.
$26.
Okay. You do notice that there is an image that's been carved. It's been carved. It's been worn away, but it was carved into this, and it shows a tall, slim person wearing some sort of cowl and cape, but growing from the shoulders are it's either growing from the shoulders or in front. He's standing in front of some cherry blossoms actually blooming.
Okay. I shall start to just with my fingers pluck out some of the bits of lichen that seem to be blocking some of the water holes to see if I can. I'm trying to do it above the image in the hope that I can get the water flowing again, and the water might make the image more apparent or something.
Okay. Sure, no problem. Akihiro, are you doing anything in particular?
Yeah, he's awkwardly sort of walking around trying to look like he's tidying up without any great understanding what he's doing. So he's looking at the others and sort of, he's not really it's not at all connected to his the spiritual realm or anything. So he's literally clocking what the others are doing and doing something similar, but not necessarily of any knowledge of whether he's doing what is right or wrong.
That's fair. After say
As I'm tired, now I've kind of seen or aware of that corruption. As I'm tidying, I'm looking for what that could be. I'm aware that it's not something like the taint, but I'm looking as I'm tidying for signs of what the corruption could be. If it's another spirit, or if it's just messy, or just anything that might give way. Sorry.
Give me a void roll. Okay. 24. Okay. You get a sense of anger in this area. It's not the fierce, hot anger. It's more like a slow burn anger. Something that's been ticking over and growing over time.
I'll mention that to Xiaofan. I'll say, as I kind of go past her up on my side, and it feels the place is angry. Maybe long-term abandonment. It's the spirit here is angry.
I don't know how to. I don't know much about this spirit, so
There's some kind of corruption.
well, that would be a good place to start. It is likely angry because of it being corrupted. What kind of corruption?
Not the time.
No. I
So
imagine you would have mentioned straight away. Where did you sense the corruption? Just all around. Is there a way that we can... we used commune before, but you can use sense as a spell. I believe it's mostly for... Let's find what I'm doing. So commune, summon, sense. Spell can be cast any of the 4 standard elements. It allows the caster to sense the presence, quantity, and rough location of elemental spirits, not the evil spirits known as Kanzen, of that element within the range. It's most frequently applied when looking for spirits in which to commune, but it's also used as a crude, basic location device.
doesn't do kind of
Yeah.
corruption.
No, that's kind of not really what I wanted, actually, is it?
If so, you know from your talks with Takahashi over the last few months to a year that Kansen are Shadowlands taint corrupted
Okay.
spirits.
All right.
Okay.
So we know that it's not that anyway because Takahashi would have sensed that immediately, really, isn't it? So we know it's.
Could always try to talk to whatever her name is.
Kozakura no
Morihame.
As you start talking about this, there is a blue mist that is gathering. It's like blue and green mists.
And colour as what's in the lantern.
Similar, very similar to it. Yeah, it's got touches of green in it as well. As you've been here a while, you see walking out of the forest to the east of on the map. You see, oh, a second, wrong one. You see this. It's a. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So, spirit appears as a tall humanoid figure made of this shimmering blue mists, wearing like a plain looking mask at first, but as you look a little bit harder, you can see that it's quite intricately carved. The form is semi-transparent, and its arms are elongated, like tree branches.
Yep.
And within the center of its chest, there's this faint flicker of like green and blue energy. Oh, actually, do you know what? Everybody can give me an empathy roll if you have it.
I do, and I wish I upgraded it.
Oh, where's my skills?
Okay.
Massive empathy rolls.
Yeah.
36.
Nice.
Yeah. So, Takahashi, you see the flickers of
Not as good as Akihiro.
no. You see the flickers
Second at
of
everything.
anger on this mask as it changes and the bits swirl. But the rest of you can see there's like sorrow on it as well. And as you're looking at it, it's like comes forwards and just says in quite a quiet voice. There's a resonance and a mournfulness to it. And it says, "Why? Why are you here? Why have you defiled my place?"
We did not mean to or intended to defile. We wish to restore. We wish to make friends and
Our
to
respect.
bring you peace, yes, and our respect. Have we. What is it that we have done that has caused desecration? We will fix it immediately.
Abandonment. No one visits. Been forgotten. Why have I been forgotten? Why has
Can
nobody come to visit?
when we last passed through the Shinomen Forest, we found the empty village of those people that resided here. They are known as the Otter Clan. They are no longer in the Shinomen Forest. Perhaps it is they who had revered you before, but there is none left to do so. Can we, as the Boar Clan, and I gesture to all of us, offer you remembrance and reverence? We wish to give you a ceremony, a small one, each year. We will travel here. Would this be something that would help you?
Okay. Xiaofan, give me a sincerity roll with. Do you have the emphasis of honesty?
No.
Caution. She'd have a dishonesty emphasis, wouldn't she?
Yeah, liar. I've got liar here. No, I've just got 1 point in sincerity.
Okay. Give me a sincerity roll. It is going to be a TN of 20.
Okay.
Oof.
Yes.
Yes.
I sat on the first day.
Yeah, right.
The rest were rubbish, but
Okay. Hold off that thought for a second.
Okay.
Heichi, can you give me either a void or a meditation roll using intelligence? So a meditation, intelligence, or straight void roll.
So what do I do? Change void to intelligence and then roll it.
So yeah, on the meditation skill, you can change the stat from void to intelligence. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can give me a straight void roll. It's up to you.
Does that come through?
No. There we go. 34. Excellent. Yeah, I'll take the first one. So yeah, 34. With the talk of corruption that's that the others have been talking about,
Mm.
you do know that the monks have certain meditative techniques that can actually impart certain feelings, etc., to spiritual areas, so you can change the atmosphere.
Okay.
Which it will allow you to, if you can, so you can meditate, and especially because your connection to the void, you would be able to help this Kami, and change this feeling, kind of like
Cool.
a therapist working through something. So you would want to meditate in this
Let's
area to help
meditate it, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take it back to its childhood and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How did
you,
parents
When did your problems start? Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
a child of
Um,
force?
Tell me about your parents.
yeah. Okay. If you want to give me a theology roll with a target number 25, you would be able to remember the
Theology.
correct prayers. Theology. So you'd be able to remember the correct
Okay.
prayers that can help with this.
I don't have a great deal in that. Can I
You
put
you can spend
some
a void point if you like.
spin on it? Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Void point.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, spend a void point, which gives you, it
I'll
allows
do
you to
that.
roll and keep an extra die.
Okay. And I do that by pressing.
So on your sheet, on your character sheet,
Yep.
where it says plus roll and keep. Yep. So it goes meditation.
Oh yeah.
It says
So
that's yep.
okay.
Yep.
I've got it.
Increase those by 1, and then afterwards drop it down again.
Drop them down again. Okie dokie.
Yeah. Because that represents you spending a void point.
Marvelous.
marvelous.
Cool.
This is going to take you probably around about 10-15 minutes of of prayer meditation, being able to help in this regard. Xiaofan, with that roll of 44, she turns to you and goes, "You, the Boar Clan, will come twice a year in this in the spring and autumn, when on the longest days, when the sun rises, to
The
honor
equinox, isn't it? Is that equinox?
me. Remember me."
Shafan bows very deeply, giving a great deal of honor to her, and says, I will ensure that this promise I make now will be kept long after I am gone. the Boar Clan will come to you on the longest days of the spring and the autumn. We will remember you, and we will bring honor to you. This I promise.
She reaches out, hand up at this point, and out of her hand grows a small miniature cherry tree. And there are 5, 6 small cherry blossoms. Heichi, can you give me a meditation roll, target number 25, to actually help change the atmosphere here?
There's
Have
no
you swapped
help rolls in this, is there?
Not as such, no.
Yeah.
You can make like a group one.
He doesn't need it.
Doesn't need it, yeah.
He doesn't need it. He's
He
fine.
doesn't need it, yeah. He's a monk. You know, he knows what he's doing when he's meditating or punching someone. You know, a
Yeah.
monk.
If I can't meditate it, no one can.
The atmosphere lightens. You still feel this heavy spiritual energy around you, but it slowly starts to change from anger and sorrow to loneliness. And then as she's reaching out with this small cherry tree, she says, I thank you. These are for you. All of you. To remember me, remember your promise.
We
Do
are
not
most honoured.
forget me. And a soft breeze comes up, and a single cherry blossom, completely out of season, lifts from this little tree and lands and floats to just in front of each of you. And all of you can actually, for one day, you can gain a void point.
Ooh.
For one day.
So we put a void up by we get a void point that we can use for a day, or we put a void up for the rest of the day, or what?
Don't put your void up because that will alter your ranks and everything. So just remember you've got an extra
we've got a
void
void point that we can use if we want for the next day. Got you.
Yeah, exactly.
Has she got? So are there cherry trees around here?
There is a single cherry tree. It's quite old. It does have the remains of the spirit rope. What are they called? You saw them before in certain places further north in the Shinomen Forest.
That's one that you mentioned when we you mentioned
earlier. That's it. The Shimen Hour, the sacred rope.
Right.
Around this one tree. That's
Is the spirit still there?
yes.
I'll look to the tree and look at the spirit. I can see she's got it's got a little cherry tree in its hand with some small cherries. I'll say to it, can we take some of these stones to plant back in our domain to honour you? I mean, the old cherry trees are all old, and I can't probably wouldn't be able to take cutting because we wouldn't be able to carry it and stick it. But these seem, if it's a stone, that's where you can get a tree.
Can I ask an out of character question?
Yeah.
Ken, haven't you got some spell ritual that promotes plant growth?
I have, yeah.
Could you use that to refresh the tree?
Possibly.
Sorry. Okay.
No, that's a good
I
idea.
might do that as well. I'm just thinking about taking something that we can then honour it by planting back when we get back. I thought about taking, because we're never going to find this place again. We'll get lost and something will happen. So we need to take the
I'll find it.
stone now.
Yeah, Ryutaro will always find it now. We should definitely mark the way, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what's the spirit say?
The blossoms will take the blossoms with you. If you choose to plant a blossom, it will grow.
Awesome. Okay, I'm happy with that.
Right.
I'm going to walk up to the spirit.
Okay.
Or walk, not up to it, not too close, but obviously respectfully.
Yeah.
Would you be opposed if I told other clans of this place? There is another clan the other side of the Shinomen Forest who we seek an alliance with. Can I tell them of this place so that they may come and visit you?
I welcome visitors.
Then my second question. May I give my blossom to the one who I wish to betroth?
Do with the blossom as you see fit.
Do not wish to anger such a great spirit by giving away such a precious gift. But thank you.
Akihiro's already chucked his away on the phone. What's that?
It's already eating it. It's eating it.
Cheers. Nice one.
I was waiting for Takahashi to eat it.
Takahashi would never. He would
That's
never.
It's terrible. He said big boned, all right?
Can Xiaofan? Is it reasonable to say that Xiaofan has an extra fan on her?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I want to just kneel in front of the shrine, take out an extra fan, and very quickly, my little pot of ink and a brush, and quickly write a haiku on this on this fan, and it says, "Young cherry blossom, princess of the forest shrine, remembered always." And then stand it so that it's open and resting against the shrine.
Okay.
Doesn't need to have any mechanical benefits, just a marker for this place, so that if anybody else comes across it, they can see the name of the spirit and that it wants to be remembered.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. Um,
I'm gonna put it in
poetry?
here so we remember it. I have, I have Sedane. It's probably not correct.
Not quite. Sedane's more about
Not quite.
insults.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've got anything other than like calligraphy. It could be etiquette. It could be. If it requires a roll, obviously, it's up to you.
Require a roll. I quite like that. I'm
Yeah.
happy with that one. Um,
I'll just put it in the chat so that I
yeah.
remember for next time.
Do you realise we played 2 weeks in a row now? That's unheard of.
For a while, yeah. So. Okay, so it's coming to early afternoon, say around about 2:00ish. When Heichi starts when Heichi finishes his prayers and meditations, there's the spirit, the kami fades away after nodding to each of you. Heichi, it actually does a small bow to you, and then it fades back into the woods.
Heichi will bow back very deeply until it disappears.
Okay. The light in the lantern flares much brighter, and that is now like a much bigger flame. And you all hear as a parting whisper, "Do not forget." And beware of hunger. And then it's faded
Is
out.
that Takahashi's hunger in case he eats us all? No.
Takahashi is absolutely terrified now because he's been told about hunger.
Yeah. He's like, oh God, I'm always hungry.
He immediately casts Takahashi's feast and summons the massive feast. Well, he didn't know.
Was that beware hunger or beware of hunger?
Of the hunger.
Beware of
Oh
the
God,
hunger.
it's got a the in front of it. It's even worse.
I was trying to figure out if it was actually
Gosh.
a name of a spirit or something like that.
It could be, or it could be an entity of some kind.
Yeah.
The hunger. Yeah.
Can I make a
Or-
spirit roll on that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can some people make? Can I make theology? Because it's the only thing I
Sure.
got.
Your theology is going to be much harder.
Yeah,
Target is going to be 25 for this.
I'm assuming history's not relevant.
Oh no, you can do history. That'll be a higher target number. That's going to be target number 30.
No.
Okay, so okay, so it just comes up with law. So who did? So
I
Ryutao
wrote
did
that wrong.
I did spirit.
Roll and you
Spirit.
got.
I
Ignore
did
Xiaofan.
theology, but I got a 48. So
Okay. Takashi, were doing theology again.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled with emphasis first, and I haven't got emphasis,
Oh, okay, cool.
so that's why I rolled.
Akihiro, what were you rolling?
Theology.
Theology, okay. Heichi Theology.
Yeah, I was rolling theology.
Theology.
Yeah, Takahiro Theology as well.
No, I was history, so I failed.
History.
You said history was
Okay.
target number 30, so I failed.
Yeah. Okay, so. Oh, okay. The Akihiro. Okay, so starts with Ryutaru. Yeah, because you're spirit realms.
Yeah.
You get a name.
Okay.
Okay. The Echoing Hunger.
That doesn't sound good.
No, I don't like any of this.
The hunger sounded bad enough. Now it's echoing.
Yeah, right?
Right.
Just adding adjectives onto it. It's making it scarier.
Tell me what I get when I'm gonna go. I just noticed it's gone up past.
Yep.
Good night, old
What
man.
did you roll? Good
I
night,
am
old
old.
man. 56. Oh, yeah, you're going to get something.
Ken,
with
leave your camera on
56.
as normal, please, mate. I'll put
Yeah,
you in.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I forgot. Leave the camera on. Don't I do? Yeah, all right. Oh, yeah. I'll yeah. Just mute you guys.
Uh,
See you
no
soon.
problem.
Yep.
See you next
See
week.
you soon. Okay.
So,
Ken, watch this back because I want to give them an explanation that you will be able to give them. Okay.
he can't hear. He stopped
No,
listening.
he can't hear us. Oh well. I'll send him a message. So, 38. No, say 48. Xiaofan.
Mm-hmm.
When Ryotaro says the echoing hunger, you get a memory of something. This is a Kansen.
Oh, jeez.
Right, what was
This
that?
is
Canson.
Yeah, which
Kansen.
is
Kansen.
Kansen.
which is
Yeah. So
a
a Kansen is a corrupted spirit,
yeah.
particularly
So
by
Shadowlands taint.
yeah. You know that it is a constantly hungry Kansen. Okay. It is not just, it wasn't even though it took flesh, it also took life from people around it.
What is it? It consumed the life.
Yes. So there are people that resisted it, and actually dealt with it, but you can't remember exactly how it was dealt with. All that
Yeah,
you know
it's
is
just
that it was
something at the edge of my memory.
Yeah,
was
it was
trapped.
trapped. It was yeah, it was
Do I know
never.
where? Or is there no location? Or am I thinking it's related to the Shinomen Forest?
You know that it was trapped in the Crablands.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. In the northern Crablands.
Northern. Okay.
Okay. And where's this person's name? Sorry, I had it a second ago. Here you go. Go away, you stupid things.
Fine, I'll leave.
No, not you lots. You're just daft.
No, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. It was trapped in it was trapped by a group of what you could class as heroes. By the name of Yahei. Not Yahei. How do you pronounce that? I had it a second ago.
Put it in the chat and
Yeah, I'll put it
debate.
in the chat. A second.
So is this the name of one of the heroes, or is this what?
I'll give you the names of a couple of them. Okay. There's Maren, Maren.
Yep.
There is a Yago, Yago.
Mhm.
There's Mamora, Mamoru.
Yep.
Okay. Each of them were you had each of them were members of the Crab Clan, but you can't remember which families they were from. These are just the names that were that have come to you.
Yeah.
What Takahashi says is that Mamoru was a Kuni Shugenja.
Yep.
Yeah. Yago was a Hidebushi.
Mhm.
And the last one was a Hiruma Scouts. Just like your husband is.
Yes.
Was.
Sorry, was that Maren was the
yeah.
scout?
Yeah, Maren was Hiruma Scout.
Yeah. He knows that they were that they trapped the Echoing Hunger in a jade statue.
Mm.
The statuette was then taken and hidden away. He also knows that the areas that the Echoing Hunger actually stayed in started to curse the earth around it.
What? Where it was trapped, or where before it was trapped?
Before it was trapped.
So, pre-trapped, it was corrupting the earth.
Mm-hmm. And people seem to weaken as they traverse this land.
What happened to the Otter Clan? What do we remember about what happened with them?
They were destroyed by. Do you remember we saw visions of them?
Snake people, wasn't it?
Yeah, them being
Is it
attacked and
them?
overrun, didn't we?
Yeah.
Isn't that right? I think you're right about it being snake people.
I remember something about that. I just can't remember whether that was the end of them or whether that was just a battle.
I think it was the end of that
That particular
that
branch.
particular location.
That
But
yeah.
does the Otter Clan still exist in other locations now?
No, that was their castle. That was their land. That was their just like you have Shiro no Heichi. That was effectively Shiro no whatever it is in Otter is Japanese. I can't remember off the top of my head. But that was their only castle.
I would ask or discuss with everybody, but like I suppose a little bit more aimed towards Takahashi, whether or not, because we can't sense that the corruption here is Kansen, so we've determined that it's not. So
Yeah.
this isn't the hunger here.
Correct.
Okay.
This corruption here seems to be from the madness of the kami of this grove. From
Gotcha. So
isolation
she
and
was
anger.
she was corrupting because she was lonely and
Yeah.
abandoned. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So but she's warned us of the hunger, which could be elsewhere.
Yeah. Because you travelled through the Shinomen further north of here. And even though Ryutao has travelled through the southern part of the forest, the path twisted to bring you to this grove.
Okay. This is something certainly to keep an eye out for, especially if we are given warning by a powerful spirit such as Kozakura no Morihime. But should we continue?
You, in order for her to give that warning, would she need to sense the hunger? I.e., is it not in the Crablands anymore? It's more local than that.
I think
Or did
that
they
you're
hide it
probably
somewhere in
right.
this J statue in the forest?
Could even be in
Is
the
it why the
yeah,
Shinomen Forest is such a horrible place?
could well be. I mean, there are. I feel it
If it's that
may be
obvious,
more
surely the
than
crab
just
would have
one.
dealt with it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think it's more than just one thing, but it could certainly be contributing towards it. I think the Shinomen is an ancient forest. It's going to be filled with many, many kami, many spirits. Some not as kind and welcoming as our Cherry Blossom Princess. So I think the warning is probably local. We should definitely be careful, and we'll keep an eye out for it. And depending on what Takahashi's doing, thinking about it, potentially even actively hunt it down once we've finished with the fox. Especially if it is out and loose. But we'll see what he says.
Certainly look into it.
We have plenty of day left ahead of us, so we should keep moving, especially with the blessings that we have received. Let them not go to waste.
Mm-hmm. So should we push on?
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Yeah.
In that case, can you give me a tracking, hunting, or survival roll, please? Whoever is leading.
That'll be me. And
It's always retired.
So it's
Could,
36.
as we leave this place, can we mark with say fabric and things like that, just the route in to the shrine area as well?
Yeah.
Say using, I'll sacrifice a kimono to it if I need to. Taking strips of fabric and tying it to trees just so that one, it's easier to find, and two, if there are visitors in this area, they would also follow the thing and then find the fan with the haiku on it.
If
I'll
you
buy more
wanted to
prayer rope
sacrifice,
at some
sorry,
point.
Kyle.
Said I'll buy more prayer rope and come back here and mark it out properly.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
If you want to sacrifice one of your standard ropes to
Yeah.
mark a few trees, and actually create like a leading rope to it, you're more than
Yeah.
happy
Yep.
to do it.
Xiaofan's more than happy to buy a new kimono when she gets to the Fox Clan. I mean, shopping, it's such a hardship.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It is one of
she
my
does that.
favourite occupations.
Yes. Oh my god, Xiaofan and Takahiro definitely go shopping together. They just spend all day just going, oh, looking
With
at all the
Guru
pretty
trailing
printed
behind, carrying far too many boxes.
boxes and boxes. Oh my god.
When me and Akihiro go hunting in the woods.
Yeah.
Just disappear
More
for the
manly
day.
pursuits, clearly. Yeah.
Yeah. Shade Throne. With that 36, you start making your way through the woods, but you're not in an area that you reckon that you've gone through before. You are definitely heading in the right direction to get to the Foxlands. Although you seem to think you're further south than you should be.
Okay.
You do manage to find a small area where you can set camp for the evening. Does anybody wish to do anything in particular?
I'll pray and meditate in general just to while I'm in here. This is more my kind of thing rather than sitting in a castle now.
Fair.
I
Anybody
do
else?
want to do something, but it'll probably have to wait till next session. Because
Okay.
I wanted to chat with Takahashi, because I think
Yeah.
Xiaofan's definitely noticed he's distracted, perhaps, and wants to just check in with him. But that's a conversation I can have
You did kind of
with
suggest befriending the goblins.
Oh, that might be, yeah. Yeah, Xiaofan's like, that's why he's upset. That must be it. I must speak with him and apologize for making such a foolhardy suggestion.
I will. So most of my divination, I spend time studying the stars at night. But I also have I forgot the name from the sticks that you use for divination as well.
Yeah.
I have a set of those, so I shall just do some divination on whether this is a bad location to camp for the night.
Sure. Give me a divination roll then, please. 42.
All bad.
Oh, you get a very clear, definite answer of rest, of positivity, and peace.
This is clearly a good location, I shall say to this.
And I think that's actually a good place to end it, with everybody bedding down nicely, having a pleasant day of interactions with Kami. XP, because I know everybody is desperate for it, and I know Ben's going to hoard it forever. So, okay, so
Probably got
everybody,
100 XP.
no.
Nah, 10 seems fair.
Okay. Everybody gets 2 XP, with the exception of Xiaofan, Heichi, and Ryutaru, who get 3.
I thought you were going to say 1. I was going to be so mad.
No. Xiaofan, you get it because of the little
The haiku.
poem and the haiku.
Yes.
Yeah. Heiji, you get it for the meditation and the changing of the attitude. And Ryutaru, just because I am an old romantic at heart, you get it for asking to give the cherry blossom to your potential intended.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
Oh, thank you.
fucking
I
adorable.
thoroughly approve of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll leave a note I'll send a Ken a note that he gets 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I fully know
So
for the fact of saying that now that I'm going to have someone pestering me to hurry up and get married so he can wear his finest.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that is merely part of
I-
it. It's the lessons I'm going to give you on how to
Oh,
conduct
God.
yourself in the wedding ceremony.
How to, yes, and how to approach the proposal and the dinner you need to host for the family, and
I've already done that. I went out hunting and got him his favourite, their father, his
oh
favourite
my
food.
god, not nearly enough.
Okay. What is the level of your etiquette skill?
2, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
wow, we've actually
Oh.
no, you clearly studied under me
Well.
already.
Yeah.
No, as a lesser clan, I had to learn not to upset the greater
no.
clans.
And also how not to upset all the spirits that kept pestering you.
Yes,
So-
spirits are probably the main reason I
Mm.
learnt to be polite.
It is you merely need one lesson in what the wedding ceremony contains, and I think that is all you need. You're clearly well versed already. Should we leave it there?
God,
Shall I
I'm such
stop
a nerd
recording, by the way?
character.
Excellent. I think that's time to say goodnight.
Yeah.
It's on a very
Bye.
pleasant end. Good night, folks, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.
No,
If not,
folks.
Bye.
have
Bye.
a good Christmas.